Get in, nerds. We're playing Victoria 3. We are still working on busting our way into Egypt, trying to get a hold of all of our territories back. At this point, we have some occupation in Palestine, or we should. And that should mean the enemy no... Okay, no, we don't. We don't have occupation in Palestine yet, but we will soon, because they're losing this battle. And what that means is that soon we'll have occupation in Palestine, and that means that the enemy will be losing war support again. Which will mean... Okay, so we did achieve a victory. And that should... Nope. No, we're still not occupying Palestine. Pretty low on manpower with a lot of these armies, but... Okay, so we're definitely winning this one. Maybe we need to have Palestine fully occupied before we can start getting into the enemy war support. Okay, panicked retreat. That's very good. Wonderful. Okay. Did we get territory here? Okay, now the British are helping. Very good. Okay, so we did have... Yeah, okay, so the front line has moved to, like, here. We've got Palestine partially occupied, but we're not going to... So they're still going to have war support protection until we've got it fully occupied. Alright. That makes sense. Oh. Daoud Ozal. We have an agitator. He's an authoritarian associated with the intelligentsia. Well, that's very interesting. I'll be paying more attention to that once the war is concluded. There we go. There's a very powerful victory here. All these armies are pretty low on manpower. I wonder if I need to move them back in order to buy them some time to reform. I don't know. That didn't used to be a thing that mattered. Looks like all of our armies that are not currently fighting are pretty much maxed out on morale and organization, so I think we're doing okay with that. Yeah, man, we got 2 battles going here, and we seem to be winning both. So I think it's basically only a matter of time before we got this front fully closed out. There we go. Alright, wonderful. So now the enemy does not have war support protection, and they are losing war support at a very healthy rate. And as you can see, all of our war goals are checked here. So assuming we don't assuming we don't lose any of Palestine over the next few weeks, we should be good to decay this enemy war support down to about -50, at which point they'll be willing to accept the peace that I have to offer. Which is exciting. I'm very happy with this outcome. And actually, our finances appear to be doing a ton better. I'm not quite sure why that is, but, you know, not looking a gift horse in the mouth here. Give me my territory. And that's Reclaim Syria completed. So right away, I'm going to go ahead and start incorporating the... Oh, they're already incorporated. Oh, no, only Aleppo's incorporated. All right. That's fun. And now, as I said, we have a new Tanzimat. Journal entry available. Reclaim Egypt. So in order to get Egypt, we need to have Sinai, Upper Egypt, Middle Egypt, and Lower Egypt. And if you know anything about Egyptian geography, you know this is Sinai, this is Lower Egypt, Middle Egypt, and Upper Egypt. We're also going to want the Egyptian desert and Matruk and Dongola eventually. But for now, that'll be what we'll work on, and we'll get that going. We'll get that going once we're ready to. So, our finances are doing a lot better. I'm not sure what changed, but I am happy about it. Probably should have increased military wages during the war. That would have been smart, but, you know, it is what it is. Austria wants a trade agreement. I have accepted. We are continuing to build up universities. I actually don't need these tooling workshops anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel them. But I think building up more universities is the right call. Set all of our barracks to general training. This is government admin. I don't need more government admin. I need universities. I don't know why I keep clicking government admin. Oh boy, I'm big smart. Big smart. Alright, Huda Vendikar. We'll do Western Thrace and Northern Thrace. We'll do Kastamonu, Konya. And now that we've got Adana united, we'll do Adana. And then after that, I think it'll be time to build up a level 5 university in our capital. And that'll be our primary project. So at this point, the local governors are a lot less salty than they've been. The armed forces are still pretty salty with me. I don't necessarily need the rural folk in the government in order to stay legitimate. But they do want a lot of the same things that I want. Unfortunately, I can't see how much of my taxation is coming from the jizya, because I want to go from state religion over to freedom of conscience, but we'll keep it where it is for now. We can take another run at doing professional army. The armed forces are agitating for a national guard, though. That would be nice, but I don't want to spend the bureaucracy right now. Can't do per capita taxation because I still have traditionalism. And I can't move to agrarianism because I don't have romanticism researched yet. Just make sure I don't have any events. How close until I have... How long until I've got romanticism? Oh, that's nearly done. We'll tell you what. We'll throw romanticism into the mix. Then we'll get started on this other stuff. And then we'll do agrarianism. And that'll be a nice middle-of-the-road path to fixing stuff up. Because I still can't do slavery banned right now because the local governors are going to absolutely wreck my whole situation if I try to do that. Although, going to legacy slavery would be easier. Everyone would be happy about this. And it wouldn't affect the local governors either way. Everyone who likes it plus 10. Everyone who likes this likes it plus 20. Which means they'd still support a transition from legacy slavery to slavery banned. I could use banning slavery to buy time. Banning slavery would allow me to go to... Oh no, I just can't do interventionism because I don't have anybody that wants it. That's interesting. Alright, well maybe doing traditionalism first, clearing out traditionalism first is the right call. The local governors are still mad -5. If I go to agrarianism, they'll be mad minus an additional 5. But if I do slavery first... Yeah, I'm going to do slavery first to buy myself some time. So that means I can go ahead and pull romanticism off of this set, and that'll sort itself out afterward. We're continuing to effectively suppress separatism. That's a thing that's been kind of going the whole time. And having completed my military reform and completed the reclamation of Syria in big scare quotes, because obviously a bunch of this territory is not Syrian territory, I should be able to get going with... basically, reclaiming Egypt will be my 4th Tanzimat. So, do I have claims on this territory right here? The song's kind of a downer. Let's get going here. I do. So I can use return casus bellis for this. So Lower Egypt will cost me 7 infamy. Upper Egypt 3.1. Middle Egypt 6.4. And Sinai... Did I pass by Sinai? Sinai 1.5. And because they're return state claims, I should be able to do them without having a, I should be able to add them to my primary casus belli without causing a bunch of infamy. Also, it seems that my standard of living has gone way, way up. Not quite sure what caused that. I did lose, that whole situation with the famine is over, so I can go ahead and cancel the emergency relief decrees. And that means I can add one more consumption tax. But there's not really anything that'll generate much cash for me right now. Let me see. My least valuable one is liquor for 1.7. If I cut that, is there anything I can add for 200? Hey, there's general staff. That'll be better, and it looks like no. So I can continue to go the way I'm going. So, I'm going to take my barracks over to advanced tactics training. And then I've got a bunch of line infantry. I can't upgrade them. So this unlocks skirmish infantry. So can I... Here's the list of units. Why can't I upgrade my... Oh. Right. While we're doing this, I'm going to turn off the tobacco input for this force, because tobacco is expensive. So why won't you upgrade to skirmish infantry? What's wrong with you? Is it because of the peasant levies? It is. Oh man. Oh man, that's really rough. That's very bad. Okay, I need to deal with that. At least in the medium term. Embargo Russia. I don't necessarily want to embargo Russia, though. Huh. I've got a gold reserve of 4.26 thousand. That's rad. And the investment pool is continuing to increase. So, we have mostly success, advance, and debate chance. We don't have any stall chance, so I should be able to have success with working on legacy slavery without having any... This should progress inevitably towards completion. Oh, there we go. We got a success straight out the gate. That should make that a lot easier. That's wonderful. I'm very pleased with this outcome. So, what else do we need to do? I'm building universities. I've got a little bit of a surplus in cash, but I really want to continue to hold on to this surplus for the moment while I build up some kind of a reserve, because I don't want to put myself into a situation where I can't build in the future. So I think we're going to leave our construction situation where it is for now. Ways we can help with that. We can build some more logging. Where's iron? We can build some more iron. What's the actual change? Extra iron and tools. Reduced wood and fabric. Okay. So I think we're going to queue in... Oh, we got some farms on a tool method. We don't want that, because we don't want farms using up the tools that we need in order to be tooling. Still don't have lathes. I think we've got lathes spreading to us in production tech, so that's actually about to finish. Never mind. We don't still not have lathe. We still have lathe. We're gonna have lathe. We're gonna have lathe in a second. Assuming the game continues to go the way it's been going, which I do hope it does. There we go. So how's our tools situation now? It's pretty okay. So let's go ahead and get some additional tools. So this will produce a bunch more furniture. When glass works over to leaded glass, we have lead mines, right? We don't. We have the capacity to have lead mines. Let's put some in Erzurum. And then we'll be able to do leaded glass. And then for textile mills, we have an abundance of dyes, right? We got a huge pile of dyes. Yeah, not actually that many. We're importing all of our dyes. I forgot about that. It's going to cost 55 dyes. We can continue to import dyes, because we got to make those clothes, friends. Making clothes is very important. And there's romanticism. So let's hope this trade route continues to grow. Cool. Excellent. So that's bringing the price of dyes down, and that's going to allow our textile mills to continue to operate at a good clip. We've got a glassworks in Syria that's not very productive at all. Glassworks have a dyes input as well. Yeah, they do. Well, hopefully they'll be more productive once we've got some lead to feed them. Well, we work on this. Work on the percussion cap. I'm gonna put those ships back in port. How's incorporation going? We're about 4 years away. Yeah, these are going to have to take a proper 5-year incorporation period. But revenue should increase as we continue to build those up. That's right, we got a construction efficiency problem in Erzurum, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. go to butchering tools to produce more meat, but I don't necessarily want to spend tools on the meat packing industry just yet. What does our meat situation look like? We could actually do a little bit of exporting meat. Hey, another success. Wonderful. Hell yeah. Very pleased with that. I almost said hell yeah, legacy slavery, and then I was like, probably not a good look. Mining accident. A mine in northern Thrace has collapsed, trapping miners in the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made the tragedy a story across northern Thrace and the nation. They dug me out, but left my friend behind. That was all the foreman was able to get out of the wretched boy. Sooty rags clung to him like wispy strands of a torn funeral jacket. Whether he held back his tears for fear of a beating, or to keep strong, the foreman did not know. He was spent for the day. The foreman hoped the manager had a mind for mercy. This is a small price to pay. For the march of industry, this radicalizes pops in northern Thrace. Lower stratum pops in northern Thrace, but it strengthens the industrialists. This outrageous abuse of the common man cannot continue. This radicalizes upper stratum pops in northern Thrace, but improves the power of the trade unions. Or these mines are a blight on man and countryside alike. This radicalizes middle stratum pops in northern Thrace, but it makes the rural folk a little stronger. I'm going to strengthen the rural folk because they're in the government. Middle stratum pops in northern Thrace, be damned. We got a Republican in command of the trade unions now. Interestingly, the industrialists are still marginalized. We're still kind of at that point in the game where we don't have enough industry to have enough capitalists to be really working a lot on that. Let's see if we got anything interesting buildings-wise in our new territories. All that much. We got some industry here in Syria. That's good. Fishing wharves and millet farms in Lebanon. Aleppo, we got some glassworks. Those were having trouble last time, but it looks like they're fully employed now. And then the rest of Adana is now in Ottoman territory. Paper mills are doing bad in Adana. I wonder why. Oh, because the cost of wood. The cost of wood is very high. Is it? The cost of wood doesn't seem like it should be very high. I wonder why the cost of wood is so high in Adana itself. Huh. That's curious. I wonder if building some logging camps in Adana would help solve that problem. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's build one. Get that paper mill operating at a better level. Alright, so we are a little short on cash again. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a consumption tax on coffee. That'll put us back to neutral. I sure do like consumption taxes, friends. I've been putting a lot of consumption taxes in, and I think it's the right call. We could work on strengthening the power of the rural folk. I don't know who that would be at the expense of, though. It's interesting. They don't align so well with the armed forces now that the armed forces are being led by a royalist. Bro, can you start a movement for, like, secret police or some other cool thing associated with the intelligentsia or something? Like, I don't necessarily... It's not... National Guard's kind of weak. Like... Unless you have a professional army and you really need the conscription capacity, National Guard is just it's pretty not great, in my humble opinion. That being done, though, it is the end of 1845, so I think it's going to be time to put this episode to bed. It's been a shorter one, but the other ones have been pretty long, and it's been overall a fairly long recording session. So I think it's gonna be the end. So this is the end of the beginning of the Ottoman Empire run. So in a couple of more years, we're gonna have the capacity to go to war with Egypt again to get the rest of Egyptian territory, and then that should be just a fine old time. But for now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. and I will see you all on the other side.